around the Department of Defense. This is your daily news brief.
The Bigger Bang Theory. I'm Mark Weeks. Acting Defense Secretary Patrick Shanahan testified before the House Appropriations Committee on the department's fiscal year 2020 budget and told members of Congress the request is in support of the National Defense Strategy.
The $750 billion top line for the national defense enables DoD to maintain irregular warfare as a core competency, yet prioritizes modernization, readiness to compete, deter, and win in a high-end fight of the future.
The Secretary outlined how the department will use the requested funds.
The budget includes double-digit increases to our investments in both space and cyber, modernization of our nuclear triad and missile defense capabilities, and the largest shipbuilding request in 20 years when adjusted for inflation.
He also said a large portion of next year's budget will be used to support military manpower.
It also increases our end strength by roughly 7,700 service members and provides 3.1% pay increase to our military, the largest in a decade.
The commander of U.S. forces south of our borders also testified before Congress and told members of the House Armed Services Committee that he finds the situation in our hemisphere disturbing.
The most disturbing insight, however, that I've garnered in my time in command has been the degree to which external state actors have been rapidly expanding their presence and influence in the Western Hemisphere. Across the world, to include in our neighborhood, democratic values are under assault by China, Russia, and Iran.
Navy Admiral Craig Fowler says security concerns in the region are further compounded by the situation in Venezuela.
Russia provides lifelines through loans, technical and military support, and rhetoric. China is Venezuela's single largest state creditor, saddling the Venezuelan people with more than $50 billion in debt and exporting surveillance technology used to monitor and repress the Venezuelan people. Iran has restarted direct flights from Tehran and reinvigorated diplomatic ties.
The vice chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff says Americans need to understand the strategic reasoning behind the U.S. nuclear triad and what those capabilities mean to the nation and the world. Speaking before a Strategic Deterrent Coalition symposium in Arlington, Virginia, General Paul Selva said the U.S. must maintain a credible, safe, and secure nuclear arsenal until a set of protocols can be negotiated globally that rid the world of nuclear weapons. With parts of the delivery system for the nuclear triad having been built decades ago, the general says modernization is in the cards to ensure the reliability of the deterrent and to keep up with the threats from nuclear powers. That's your DoD News Brief. I'm Mark Weeks. You can find more stories about your military at defense.gov and by using hashtag KnowYourMil.